Hey everybody, welcome back. So there's been a ton of delays trying to get going on this project. Just trying to get supplies. There's a huge demand. Having the funds to buy the material. That's another issue I've been running into. But I did get the trailer removed from underneath the boat, and I have it up on blocks right now to let the hull settle, so there's no cording material. It kind of just lets everything settle back to where it's supposed to be instead of sitting on rollers. I just don't want to have any issues with glassing it back in and having the dips and stuff like that from the trailer roller. So I put it on blocks. I have it, as you guys can see, hanging right here off a strap, but it's actually primarily on these blocks, and I have two sets in the back. I just raised it up, lowered it down, just to let everything kind of settle out. I wanted to wait at least a week, have the shop nice and warm, let everything get back to its original condition. I've looked at everything and everything looks really good, so I think we can start getting back to the fiberglass work now. So since the boat is a lot lower, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to get in and out. The trailer is pretty high, so it's really hard to get back and forth on the boat and working with materials, and it's kind of a pain, so it's a lot easier now. But I'm going to start working on the glassing of the inside of the transom for the Coosa board, because I have 3 layers of the 1-inch board that's laminated together, and I did that quite a few videos ago. If you guys want to see that, you guys can check it out. But I'm going to be glassing that into the hull, and then after that I'll be putting the cording material in. Still waiting on the cording material, just been waiting on funds. But there's been a lot of people asking how they can support the channel. If you guys want to, I set up a Patreon account. It kind of gives everyone kind of like a behind the scenes type of thing for the project. So you guys aren't having to wait for videos to come out. You can see the updates. It's kind of like pictures, videos. I post on there quite a bit. So if you guys want to support me, that'd be great. Head on over to Patreon. It says Lindell Adventures. I could put a link down below. That would be huge. You guys are supporting me, and it's helped me out and get this project going. So but let's get going on this glassing of the transom, and we'll finish it up and hopefully get it done by at least today. Alrighty, so we're back here for another day. It's been a couple days since I started to grind. I have a little bit more cleanup to do. So what I'm going to be doing is just make sure everything's nice and flat, sand all the existing fiberglass work just so I can get a good adhesion, clean up everything as best I can till it's spotless, and then we can start doing some fiberglass work. So my plan is I'm going to start with the smaller width pieces of fiberglass and then work my way up. For me, I think so each piece is going to make adhesion to whatever you're planning on doing. Some people like to do biggest pieces first, but if that first piece fails, then I think everything will on top of it. So I like to just have reassurance that I know that there's going to be adhesion for each piece. That's just the way I like to do it, and it makes sense to me. So, but I'm going to probably do close to probably 5 layers, especially for the hull to the Coosa Transom. Just make sure everything's nice and tight, everything's stitched together. But that's just the way I'm planning on doing it. So it's going to be a little bit overbuilt, people say, but I'd rather overbuild than underbuild. So let's get to it. Got a little bit more of finishing up to do as far as the top of the transom, because what I'm planning on doing, because the Coosa Transom has a little bit of up toe, so it will hold water if water gets up on top. So I grinded down with my grinder with a sanding disc on it to make it so it's tapered down, so if there is water up there, it's going to be tapered off. And then I rounded the edges so fiberglass can warp to it, because it isn't like 90-degree sharp edges. So I'm going to do a lot of finish work, make sure everything's prepped perfect, and then once I feel that it's ready to go, I'll start doing some fiberglass work. But it's going to take my time, do it right the first time, and not have to worry about this ever again. Alright guys, well, I got majority of the sanding done. It's got a little bit of touching up to do. Wipe everything down. I vacuumed everything everywhere around, and then past it just in case there's a little bit of dust floating around. But yeah, I think it's pretty much ready for fiberglass now. So we're gonna start on that next, but this video is getting a little long and I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. It's been a little bit since I've posted a video. It's just a ton of work that goes into just a 15-minute video. It's probably 40 hours worth of work, and that's not working full time. So it takes a little bit to get a video out, especially when it's all prep work, and I'm not going to rush through it because prep work makes the dream work. But that's just how I like to roll. I don't want to feel pressured. So now I got everything prepped up. I'm going to go back over everything, make sure everything's perfect, wipe everything down, let it sit, and then start using some polyester putty. I think it's by Total Boat. I bought some of that so I can trim out the edges so the fiberglass lays up nice, fill a couple holes, and then start doing some layups. So that's gonna be for the next video, but I want to try to get this video out and show you guys a little bit of what's been going on so far. So if you guys want to see more in depth, I post a lot on Patreon. I just started that up, like I said. So I'll start posting on there and get this video out, and then I'll show you guys some more updates on their Patreon. I also have a Facebook and an Instagram, just Lindell Adventures on all platforms. So if you guys want to check that out, that'd be great. And then if you guys can like and subscribe to this channel, that'd be great, and I would really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. Your guys' comments, likes, and subscribing goes a long way. So I will see you guys on the next time on fiberglassing the transom and getting it to the hull, and then we're going to start working on some coring hopefully. So let's get to that, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.